Welcome to the show. I'm Ryan Gomez. John's not here today, but I got you covered for everything you need to know for the banned and restricted list update for Aether Revolt. So today, Wizards of the Coast, that's the company that makes Magic the Gathering, posted an announcement on their website in which they announced several cards are going to be banned in standard Magic and in modern formats going forward. Now, if you just play casually with your friends around the kitchen table, this doesn't really affect you. But if you play any sort of organized Magic event, maybe like Friday Night Magic, or if you're gearing up for a big tournament or something like that at your local store, you're going to want to know what cards you can and cannot bring to those events. So let's take a look at them real quick, right? In standard, we've got Emrakul, the Promised End, Smuggler's Copter, and Reflector Mage are all now going to be banned effective January 20th. That's when Aether Revolt is released. So after that date, you cannot use those three cards in your standard deck. Turns out Emrakul was incredibly powerful and very popular and worked really well along with some other cards that are also in standard. It just became too much to bear, so that one got kicked out. Along similar lines, Smuggler's Copter is another very powerful vehicle, and this was a new type of card that we saw for the first time in Kaladesh. And the designers of Magic were trying something new and different, and it seems like they pushed Smuggler's Copter just a little bit too hard, and it ended up being very, very powerful and easy to put in a lot of decks. So that one's also getting tossed. Reflector Mage is a little bit different. It fits into a very specific type of deck, a blue and white deck that uses a lot of counter spells and kind of flash type things to sneak in there and really just ruin your turn. So it's not very fun to play against. So that's why we're getting rid of that one. Now switching over to modern format, we have a different list of cards. Here we're going to see two cards banned going forward. That's going to be Gitaxian Probe and Golgari Grave Troll. So these two cards see a lot of play in their respective decks. The Probe gives most decks a very easy way to peek at their opponent's hand and get a sense of when it's safe to kind of move ahead with their own strategy at very little cost to themselves, so that ends up being not so fun to play with. Golgari Grave Troll enables a whole bunch of strategies around the Dredge archetype, so that's something that's kind of been a sticky point for Magic for a while now. The Dredge mechanic gives players an almost unfair way to play their cards, so we want to kind of keep that under control as well. So there you go, 5 cards, again, effective January 20th. These cards are going to be banned in their respective formats. So that's Emrakul, Smuggler's Copter, and Reflector Mage in Standard, Gitaxian Probe, and Golgari Grave Troll in Modern. Now, going forward from here, what can we expect? Well, Wizards also announced that they're going to be a little bit more frequent with some of these bannings and restricted list updates. We can expect to see the next one on March 13th. That's going to be 5 weeks after the Pro Tour. In fact, they said they're going to do one of these announcements the Monday after the pre-release for every major set, and then again 5 weeks after the matching Pro Tour. I personally think these bannings are going to do more to kind of proactively manage the format and make Magic more fun and accessible at these major events, Friday Night Magic and your weekend tournaments and things like that. But again, if you're just playing with your friends casually, or if you're doing Commander or Pauper, these bannings here today don't have any effect on those types of formats. So your cards are still great and valuable, and there's lots of cool things you can do with them. And, you know, maybe now's a great opportunity to grab some of them on the cheap. Swing on over to TCGplayer.com. You can still find all these cards there, and people are going to be trying to get rid of their copies while they still have some value. So head on over to magic.tcgplayer.com today. But that's it for me for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.